Okay, so welcome back, and now today we're going to discuss alternate forms of the Pythagorean identity. And they're very easy to derive. Once you see how I do this, it's very easy to derive them. And then again, these are common ones that do come up later on in other classes, later on this class and also calculus classes. And so the way we're going to do this is we're going to write an alternate form. So it's the same thing, it's the same Pythagorean identity, it looks differently. And the way we're going to do this is, the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to divide everything by sine squared theta. So we're just going to divide everything by that. So if I divide everything by this, or everything here by sine squared theta, what do I get? I get sine squared theta here, divide this by sine squared theta, and divide this by sine squared theta. And so what happens? Well, sine squared theta divided by sine squared theta gives me 1 plus, well, sine squared theta over cosine over sine. Well, I can pull this out and I can write this as cosine theta over sine theta quantity squared, right? Because all this means is sine theta quantity squared. So I can use the property of exponents and write it like this. And then again, I can do the same thing here. I can write this as 1 over sine theta quantity squared. Well, now this becomes 1 plus what? Well, cosine over sine is cotangent. So this becomes cotangent squared theta. And 1 over sine is cosecant, so this becomes cosecant squared theta. And now what I can do is I can rewrite this as follows. So I can subtract cotangent from both sides and I get my identity. It's going to be, it's going to be cosecant squared theta minus cotangent squared theta equals 1. Okay, so that's one of the forms. Okay, guess what? Now I can get the other form just by now going back to the beginning and divide everything by cosine squared theta. So let's do that. So if I just go back to the beginning and I divide everything by cosine squared theta this time. And so again, I'm going to do the same thing. This is going to give me what? This can be rewritten as sine theta over cosine theta quantity squared plus 1 equals 1 over cosine theta quantity squared. And then again, I can then just simplify this. So sine over cosine, that's tangent theta. So it's going to be tangent squared theta plus 1 equals, well, this is just going to secant theta, so I'm going to end up with secant squared theta. And now I can just, again, I can subtract tangent squared theta from both sides, and I get secant squared theta minus tangent squared theta equals 1. Okay, and so that's the other alternate form. Okay, and so the way they write them is this. So the two other forms is going to be tangent squared theta plus 1 is equal to secant squared theta, right? And the other one is cotangent squared theta plus 1 equals cosecant squared theta. Okay. Okay. We'll do some examples next. Have a great day.